Right now, News Channel 32, 100 needy kids will be riding bicycles this Christmas. And the Cats have something extra special to celebrate this holiday season. That's tonight's big story.
This is WLKY News Channel 32 Louisville. Live, local, late breaking. Your complete news coverage for Greater Louisville starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Bergen. This year's Battle of the Bluegrass goes to the University of Kentucky, which dominated from the very start. It was a nationally televised game seen right here on News Channel 32. We have Team 32 coverage of the big story, beginning with Sports Director Fred Calgill.
Hello again, everybody. What a difference a week makes. 7 days ago in Indianapolis, UK men's basketball couldn't hit a shot, made a ton of turnovers in a decisive loss to rival Indiana, its worst loss in 17 years. But 7 days later, in Rupp Arena, in front of over 24,000 fans, the second biggest crowd in UK men's basketball history, Kentucky bounces back in a big way, a 73-61 win over previously rival Louisville. We go to the videotape and pick it up in the first half when the story was David Padgett. In the first 2 minutes of the game, the U of L starting center went out with 2 fouls, and things were not the same for Louisville, especially because of Rajon Rondo for Kentucky. Put the Cats up 20-13 with a 3. Moments later, great defense by Kentucky. The steal by Ramel Bradley to Rondo for an old-fashioned three-point play. Eventually, the Wildcats led 39-24 at the break. Second frame, more of the same. This time it was Joe Crawford. He jammed Kentucky up 43-27. 3 minutes left in the game. Louisville rallying, down by 13. Taekwon Dean with the ball, trying to cut it to 10, but his 3 missed. And that essentially was the end of that because of, among others, Łukasz Orbzut. An outstanding game for the UK big man. Had a career record 9 rebounds, made it 66-51 Kentucky. The Wildcats beat the Cards 73-61.
Every time we ran our offense, got it inside the Padgett, something good would happen. And so we're playing like an inexperienced basketball team, but we should be. You know, you are what you are, and that's what we are right now, a very inexperienced team, and we'll get better and better.
The team showed a lot of character after coming off, as I said, a bad loss and not playing well. In fact, this is by far the best we played all year long. We just need to build on it. So it showed a lot of heart and a lot of hustle.
So UK's wire-to-wire win makes its record this season now 7-3 overall. Kentucky now leads the overall series with the Louisville 25-12 and the record 16-9 in the modern-day series. And Tubby has a 3-2 record against head coach Rick Pitino since Pitino went to Louisville. Meantime, next game for the Cards is on Tuesday night in the Billy Minardi Classic, hosting Middle Tennessee. Cards record now 6-1 this season. From Rupp Arena, I'm Fred Calgill, WLKY News Channel 32 Sports.
And if you missed the game, we're giving you another chance to see it. Right after our newscast, you can watch a special Road to the Final Four program, which lasts 1 hour. Then sit back and enjoy the game in its entirety. They packed Rupp Arena for the big showdown and packed just about any place that had a big screen television. Stephanie Segreto has more on the local fans.
Well, Steve, when the game started, both UK and U of L fans admitted it could be anyone's game. But as we know, it didn't take long for Cats fans to realize their team had come to play.
I think Cards win. We say C-A-T-S, Cats, Cats, Cats.
It's the game basketball fans in the state of Kentucky wait for all year. And now the time had come.
So excited, so much fun, and everybody loves it.
Both the Cats and Cards had a lot to prove. Could the young Cardinals handle the Cats at Rupp Arena? And could Kentucky pull off a win against undefeated Louisville?
That's right, baby.
UK pulled away in the first half.
They're making all the baskets.
But U of L fans didn't lose faith.
Like, all the Louisville fans are being really loud.
I really do believe that Louisville will come back in the second half.
But it soon became clear U of L's winning streak was coming to an end, even to the surprise of some Kentucky fans.
I thought it was going to be a lot closer. I thought it was going to be a tough game, but we did what we were supposed to do.
Who were optimistic this is a sign of what's to come.
Hopefully we're going to, continue to play this way. Looks like it's a step in the right direction.
But for Louisville fans, they were feeling
pretty bad.
And for some, it wasn't just pride on the line.
Now I got to pay up, so I'm not too happy about it. It was a very devastating game for me.
But they tried to keep their perspective.
Hey, the last time Kentucky beat us, I do remember that we went to the Final Four.
And while they look ahead, Cats fans are also predicting a successful future because after this game, they feel anything is possible.
I got faith in the Cats all the way.
Now, U of L fans say although they've lost bragging rights for the year, what really matters is how their team plays come tournament time. Stephanie Segreto, WLKY, News Channel 32.
Thanks, Stephanie. More than 24,000 witnessed the Battle of the Bluegrass in person, the second largest crowd in the 30-year history of Rupp Arena. Julia Harding says while many were thrilled to see the game, others had another reason to cheer.
This is the biggest rivalry for us, so we couldn't be more excited.
In Rupp Arena today, it seems you could see Big Blue for miles with a splotch of red every now and then.
We're going to win, baby, yeah!
The excitement for the Cats was at fever pitch, with boos for the men in red.
So that's got to be a great degree of mental toughness to be able to come out and even in warm-up get booed. Oh, it was awful. Boos, I mean, like nothing I've ever heard.
But one Louisville fan could almost care less today.
Best Christmas present ever.
Denise Lewis got to see her son for the first time in months. He's serving in Iraq, and their meeting was through teleconferencing here in Rupp Arena.
It's a great event with Freedom Calls setting this up to give families an opportunity to talk.
Soldiers got to watch the game and then talk to mom and dad. Vicki Wright got that gift. She hasn't seen her son Matthew since August.
We go into a special room, and that's where we'll video conference with him.
All right, what are you going to say to him when you get to see him?
I don't know. I'll probably be so overwhelmed with emotions that it'll probably just come out after I get my initial cry.
It was surreal. I mean, it was nerve-wracking, exciting, beyond description emotionally, in a good way.
For these fans, it's easier to remember this game is just a game. Meanwhile, the rest of us get caught up in this back and forth, year in, year out rivalry.
Of course, we've been struggling the last few games, and we really needed this.
Oh yeah, I'm already hyped about it. I mean, it's in DeVille next year, and I'm looking forward to hopefully next year getting a win.
So here in Lexington, a Big Blue win. Cats fans are ecstatic. Cards fans looking forward to next year. At Rupp Arena, Julia Harding, WLKY News Channel 32.
In other news on this Saturday, the father of an Eastern Kentucky soldier says his son was killed in Afghanistan when his patrol was attacked by Taliban fighters. 31-year-old Sergeant First Class John Morton was assigned to an infantry detachment based in Italy. Morton, who died on Thursday, was married with 3 children. President Bush is scheduled to address the nation on Iraq tomorrow night at 9. Now that the elections are over, what does that mean for U.S. troop withdrawal? With the latest from Iraq, here is Charles D'Agata.
The silent sunrise of the capital under curfew gave way to morning rush hour traffic as the travel ban put in place for the elections was lifted. Returning to normal here would normally mean a return to violence, but following the most peaceful elections since the fall of Saddam, Iraqis are optimistic. The election, God willing, will give security and stability to the Iraqi people, he says. Security and stability vital to start sending U.S. troops home, some of them as early as next year.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I'm full of positive anticipation, and that will set the stage for adjustment in the posture of our forces in Iraq.
But U.S. military officials warn the insurgency is far from finished and that groups like al-Qaeda may even escalate attacks. There are also allegations that Iran may have meddled with the elections to favor Shiites.
And I believe that they will continue to attempt to influence the formation of this government over the coming weeks to get a government that they believe is supportive of their interests.
What's not in their interest is Sunnis celebrating their emergence as a political power. The major test in the weeks and months to come is whether violent differences among these groups, all heavily armed and up for the fight, can be battled in parliament rather than on the streets of Iraq. Charlie D'Agata, CBS News, Baghdad.
Back here at home, President Bush says he will not stop authorizing eavesdropping, which he calls critical to national security. Opponents say it threatens civil liberties. Lawmakers are under pressure from the president to extend the Patriot Act, which expires 2 weeks from now. Congressional Republicans have agreed on $29 billion in additional aid for Hurricane Katrina victims and others affected by this year's hurricanes. It's far more than the Bush administration proposed earlier this fall, but officials stress the additional funds will not add to federal deficits. A small group of protesters gathered outside the Floyd Memorial Hospital this morning. They contend the hospital does not provide enough deaf and hearing impaired interpreters for patients who need them. Rhonda Clark, who has a son who is deaf, says physicians can't do their jobs if they can't understand what the problem is.
I want anybody that walks through that door, it says emergency room, for someone to listen to them, for someone to say what's wrong. Whatever language, whatever they need to know what's wrong before they can perform their duties.
According to Jennifer Newton, a spokesperson for Floyd Memorial Hospital, the hospital does provide interpreters and translators who are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Louisville's homeless will be warmer this holiday season thanks to the efforts of several schools. This afternoon, a group called Blanket Louisville dropped off blankets at the Coalition for the Homeless. Along with schools, donations were collected by the folks at Our Lady of Peace and St. Mary and Elizabeth hospitals. And despite what you've heard about donations being down because of Hurricane Katrina, Blanket Louisville says this year they are up. Former heavyweight boxing champ Muhammad Ali has picked up another honor. Ali today received the prestigious Otto Hahn Peace Medal from the mayor of Berlin. Ali was honored for his contributions to the U.S. civil rights movement and his work with the United Nations. The prize is named after a German chemist and Nobel Prize winner. A couple of holiday parties will mean a Merry Christmas for many needy kids in our area. And later in sports, more on today's Battle of the Bluegrass.
And it's quiet on live Super Doppler 32 radar, but there's snow well out toward the west, and it's coming this way. Will it make it, or will we stay quiet for Sunday? Come on back and we'll take a peek.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Curry, stationed in Fob Spiker, Iraq. I'd like to give holiday greetings to my friends and family, Barbara, Andrew, Isaac, Noah, Cage, Chase, I love you. I miss my family. They're located in Radcliffe.
You're watching WLKY News Channel 32 at 11. Live, local, late breaking. With Steve Bergen, Keith Farmer with sports, Super Doppler Weather Watch with Bob Simon, and the home of News Chopper 32.
Up to 50% off all Christmas at Garden Ridge. That's right. Everything Christmas is on sale. Our stores are bursting with our biggest and best selections ever at savings you won't believe. 20 to 40% off all Christmas wrap, boxes, ribbons, and bows. 40 to 50% off all Christmas trees, ornaments, and tree toppers. Up to 40% off all Christmas candles, linens, and tabletop. All dining and bar stools. Buy one, get one 50% off. All Christmas is on sale. Merry Christmas from Garden Ridge.
Every December, there's Christmas, Hanukkah, and Toyotathon. It's that time again. Oxmoor Toyota celebrates everything Toyota with great savings during Toyotathon. Like new 06 Camrys, Toyotathon price from $17,883. Every car, truck, van, and SUV on our lot has special Toyotathon prices. But hurry, just like Santa, Toyotathon only comes once a year, and that time is now. Hurry to Toyotathon at Oxmoor Toyota, just east of Oxmoor Center.
The new Range Rover Supercharged.
Spread the joy of the season. Send your gift to Volunteers of America, 933 Goss Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky, 40217.
It's a wonderful program because a lot of kids, they don't get nothing.
They don't get nothing.
Deborah Fowler says her children always took advantage of this party hosted by the 1st Division Police Auxiliary. It's been going on now for more than 2 decades and offers toys to the youngsters in the Portland neighborhood, along with free clothing and a visit with Santa Claus.
From seeing the kids, they're excited and they're having a great time, but it's the parents too, knowing that their kids are going to get something. A lot of these parents don't have the money to go out and make the Christmas that maybe some of us are used to.
The party gets bigger every year. Today, organizers were expecting 1,500 children. Meanwhile, in another part of town, youngsters were given a chance to win a bicycle thanks to a group called Pride.
We've got over 100 bicycles. We got tricycles. We got telescopes. We've got boom boxes. We got everything. It's really, really big.
George Birney's Pride organization started this Christmas party 34 years ago with only 5 bicycles. Each kid is given a ticket and a chance to win a new bike. Nicole Tucker says this event, held today at the Bingo Hall at 7th and Arcade, is especially important to her family this year because they lost everything in a fire.
I'm just trying to make it from whatever I can make it on. And I'm glad for these little programs like this because you never know, when you might need them.
Pride depends on sponsors to help put on the party, and some of the biggest supporters are members of Metro Council.
Now, your Super Doppler 32 Weather Watch with meteorologist Bob Simon.
You know, News Channel 32 is going to be doing their part here coming up this week. I'm going to be. I know you're going to be out busy chasing down Grinches, but I'm going to be out at the Volunteers of America having a little Christmas party as well.
I'm glad you're out.
Somebody's got to be the volunteer, and somebody's got to chase down the Grinch.
How long are you going to be gone, by the way?
I'll be back for Christmas.
Okay.
I'll start singing if you're not careful. Hey, I'll tell you what, we've got snow out there. It's way out there. In fact, this ought to sound familiar to you. Let's go ahead and take a look out to the west. This is out in Wichita, Kansas. Now, the folks out there were expecting 6 to 8 inches of snow. They had snow advisories, snow warnings, and if you notice, the streets are wet. There's rain falling, and they had very little in the way of snowfall out there. And the system is still rolling around out there. It made for some light snow, but didn't make too much of a problem. And now, normally, when you got stuff out there toward the west, we say, gee, is it coming this way? Nah. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast radar. And we look out toward the west, and we see on the edge of your screen, see a little green there? See if that moisture coming our direction. And watch what happens as we go through the overnight hours. Just kind of loses interest. Yeah, it's coming this direction, but it just kind of moves across. We have cloudy skies. And the deal is we've got moisture in the upper levels, but around here in the Ohio Valley, at the lower levels, it's very, very dry out there. So as the system comes across, we're going to see cloudy skies tomorrow, maybe a couple of flurries, and that's just about it. What's really more on people's mind, I think, at this point has been temperatures. And look at this. You go all the way back to November 29th, and we've been below average every single day. In fact, we haven't even been close most of the time, often 10 to 15 degrees below. Other times, 5 degrees, 6 degrees colder than what we normally should be for any particular date over the last couple or 3 weeks. But there's some good news. Why? Santa Claus is on his way, and in the wake of the sleigh, well, warm-up is expected just in time for Christmas. Today was not one of the warmer days, though. 40 degrees was the high. Normally expect 45. 23 was the low. Normally expect 29. So it was another one of the chilly days. And right now it's still 33. Dew point 20. See, it's still very dry out there. Lower layers of the atmosphere. Pressure's way up there. And across the region, temperatures are right around the freezing mark or just below. Nationally, very cold air up into the northwest. Temperatures well below zero. Much of the mountains up in Montana. Minneapolis checking in with 4. And as has been the case over the last several weeks in the southern tier of states, temperatures in the 30s and 40s as well. And again, this thing is going to change. The pattern will change for a brief period of time as we get up for Christmas. But until then, it's the same old story. Shower activity down along the south, maybe turning into some ice as you get into the Carolina mountains. Here's this guy out here in the middle of the country. Again, not a major snowstorm, and it's gonna, as it moves westward, it's going to be weakening over time. We can see some of this moisture that tries to show up now and again, but none of it's hitting the ground because the air is so dry below. So as we go on through time, we're going to see the clouds increasing. They're going to be thickening as we go on through the night and throughout tomorrow. Maybe a couple of flurries here or there, mainly there. Any kind of snow activity of any kind of thing to talk about will be well and out toward our west and is going to stay out there. And as we go on into Monday, high pressure builds on in, and we get a lot of sunshine, but it's going to be pretty chilly for a couple of nights. As far as tomorrow goes, look for the temperatures to be in the mid to upper 30s. As far as the overnight, another chilly night. Clouds will be thickening and increasing. Temperature down to 27. A flurry or two around and about as you're going into the afternoon. And throughout the rest of the week, we still see temperatures in the 30s, overnight lows in the 20s. But toward the end of the week, in toward next weekend, approaching Christmas, temperatures get above average. And most of the time, we like cold weather for Christmas, but I think at this point, after the last 3 or 4 weeks, we'll take it.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up, Kentucky basketball bounces back from its loss a week ago, and we'll hear post-game reaction from the Wildcats and the Cardinals. Keith Farmer is next.
Bob Simon's forecast is certified by the American Meteorological Society.
At you fast. Be ready with Nationwide. Auto, home, life.
Nationwide is on your side.
This Success by 6 moment is brought to you by Humana.
Hi, I'm Rick Van Hoos, WLKY News Channel 32. Car seats aren't just for infants. Children from 20 to 40 pounds also need to be in a securely anchored car seat in the back. But when they're over a year of age, they can be facing forward. The seat should be in an upright position with the harness straps in the uppermost slots above shoulder level and secured with a harness clip. It's the only safe way to ride.
Success by 6, helping all children succeed in life. Busy parents like Elizabeth are taking their health benefits in a new direction. Humana helps her plan her health care budget by shopping for benefits the way she shops for other products and services. As our partner, you'll feel confident when you're prepared for medical expenses, even though you can't really know when they'll happen. Humana. Guidance when you need it most.
There's a freedom you find in a real Roadhouse. Logan's Roadhouse. Don't dress up. Just show up. Order a juicy 8-ounce sirloin. Mesquite grilled just the way you want it. With Logan's famous made-from-scratch rolls. And your choice of 2 sides. And now, you get all that for just $9.99. Where else you gonna get food like that than a place like this? Buy $50 in gift cards, get $5 Logan's Bucks free.
When it comes to holiday deals, it's gotta be big. So get to Big Lots now. Decorate big with closeout prices on everything for a beautiful holiday home, inside and out. And bring your gift list, because you can give big with our low closeout prices. Big Lots is the place to discover hundreds of gift ideas, no matter how much you want to spend. And if you aren't buying toys here, you're paying too much. If you want to save big, it's gotta be Big Lots.
Find gifts for the home at Schmitt Furniture. Choose from the area's largest selection of curios, grandfather clocks, Bombay chests, cedar chests, framed art, lamps, accessories, and accent pieces for that unique holiday gift. Schmitt Furniture's knowledgeable and friendly sales staff are ready to help you find the right home furnishing gift for that special someone. For a limited time, Schmitt Furniture is offering 24 months interest-free financing. As always, delivery and in-home placement are absolutely free within 50 miles. Schmitt Furniture, we're the affordable furniture store in the furniture corner of State and Main, downtown New Albany.
Live with Keith Farmer, this is WLKY News Channel 32 Sports.
For Kentucky, it bounced back from an embarrassing game a week ago against Indiana. For Louisville, it found out a little bit more about how its team that is, will react against tougher competition and away from Freedom Hall. Joe B. and Denny Crum, part of second largest crowd at Rupp Arena to see a game, this one against the Cards, and UK picked up big help here early on when David Padgett picked up his second foul, minute 30 into the game. Rondo getting loose, and a big game out of Łukasz Orbzut. 4 points only, but 9 rebounds and 2 block shots were key. It was 8-0 until the Cards would finally get on the board, and then Juan Palacios lay-in makes it a 15-11 game, but then Rondo would help pull things away. Rajon Rondo, they say he doesn't have a jump shot. He nails that three-pointer, and then check this one out. Creates the steal and then finishes, plus he collects the foul. A little finger point over to Mom Amber. 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists in the game for Rondo. 25-13 when Terrence Williams shows off his stuff with the slam. He had only 5 points and 1 rebound. Now this one wouldn't go for Rondo, but Sheree Thomas, a big game. He gets the putback, had 11.6 rebounds. It was 39-24 Cats at the half. Second half, Joe Crawford turns things on. The big slam there, and then this time he's going to create for his own jump shot. Crawford with 9 points and 7 rebounds as Kentucky really distributed the ball well. A bunch of guys played much better than they had been playing, but now Louisville making their run. A 9-0 run thanks to the inside play of David Padgett. Also Juan Palacios, he gets the lay-in, makes it a 55-41 game. But Ravi Moss says enough of that. Nails a three-pointer, and Kentucky hangs on to win this one by 12, 73-61. Here is post-game reaction from the players.
Yeah, I felt real comfortable. I just wanted this game. We wanted this game real bad, and I thought that we had to come out ready and set the tone early.
How big was it for you guys to get off to that 8-0 run to start the game and kind of set the tone?
It was real big because, like you just said, we've been having some slow starts and some of our losses, so it was good to come out and get a real good start and, have a positive outlook for the whole game.
The intensity we play with, we had nothing to lose. We just went out there and gave it all we got. We got to play like that every game.
Defense wins games, and defensively we didn't get after it. And like I said, as the senior, as the leader of this team, I felt to lead our guys in the right direction there.
No excuses. We knew this was coming, but we just didn't capitalize out there on our offense, and our defense was a disgrace tonight.
We played terrible defense tonight, and it just wasn't tonight. He's been saying it, the past couple of games, how our defense hasn't been good and how we haven't been, teams shooting a high percentage on us, and we're not stopping nobody on transition, and that's what happened today.
And don't forget, you can see this game in its entirety coming up right after this newscast. Following the Battle of the Bluegrass, fans for both teams came together to watch high school basketball at the King of the Bluegrass, which was down to its quarterfinal round. The first game of the day matching Ballard against Central in this one, and Chris Renner's team for Ballard, Doug Bibby for Central, ready to go in this one, and Central's Randy Skeens steps back and hits a three-point shot. He had 14 in the game for the Yellow Jackets, but it was 44-36 Bruins at that point. Antoquan Beckham leading the way for the Bruins. He hits the two, plus he gets the foul. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds. Joan Hamilton added 14 and 8 as Ballard goes on to win this one pretty easily, 83-59. The host school, Fairdale, was looking to make it to the semifinals, taking on E-Town, and Reggie Smith. Nice little turnaround here in the lane. 23 had 23 points in the game, but this time Fairdale trying to save the ball and throwing it the wrong place, right in the hands of Stefan Pettigrew. He gets the 2 and the foul. The junior had 20 points in the game, and E-Town advances with the 65-56 win. To girls basketball, Vanderbilt signees Amber Norton and Meredith Marsh played against each other tonight at Christian Academy, and it was Marsh having a rough night. 3 of 17 from the field, but she does nail this three-pointer. She had 15 points in the game. However, it was Assumption up 20-9 after 1. Then the Rockets' Norton goes baseline for the turnaround. She had 13 points and 10 rebounds, and her team picks up the win tonight by a score of 48-32. The New England Patriots have a message for the rest of the NFL. Don't count the two-time defending champs out just yet. The Patriots hosting Tampa Bay in one of 3 Saturday NFL games. In first quarter, Tom Brady, 2-yard pass to offensive lineman Tom Ashworth, who lined up as a fullback. Patriots out to a 7-zip lead, now 14-0 in the second quarter when Tom Brady throws to a wide-open David Givens for a 16-yard catch. The Patriots win it by a score of 28-0. So look out for them. They could be tough in the playoffs.
Thanks.
All right.
When you don't get snow or cold, how do you get into the holiday spirit? In the Sunshine State, you have a parade of decorated boats. We'll explain next. But first, a look at tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Hurry to the last-minute gift sale at Value City Furniture and save on great gifts for everyone.
Like this exclusive queen metal bed, now just $199.
Or this comfy micro-suede chaise, also just $199.
This great micro-suede sofa bed, now only $99.
A lovely white metal daybed for only $77.
Or a 4-drawer chest in your choice of colors, only $29. You save over half.
For great last-minute gifts at the guaranteed lowest prices, hurry to Value City Furniture.
Don't be late.
This holiday season, get away to the most spirited Christmas celebration ever. It's a country Christmas presented by Cracker Barrel Old Country Store at Gaylord, Opryland, Nashville. The Radio City Christmas Spectacular starring the world-famous Rockettes returns with 3 new scenes. Enjoy ice filled with larger-than-life sculptures carved from 1.5 million pounds of ice. And sit down to a traditional dinner with holiday music at the Pam Tellis Christmas Dinner Party. Gaylord, Opryland's A Country Christmas. Call now.
This time last year, Jack was diagnosed with high cholesterol, which meant he could develop heart disease. And he didn't know other factors could increase his risk even more. He felt okay. He really thought he was fine. He wasn't. But instead of doing nothing, he got the facts. Jack found over time, cholesterol can turn a healthy artery into a clogged artery. So, as remarkable as the heart is, Jack needed information on how to help protect it. He got the My Heart Now kit. It's yours free by visiting myheartkit.com or calling 1-866-708-8200. Like Jack, you'll learn about high cholesterol and other risk factors. You'll also receive information about a proven treatment that can lower cholesterol to help reduce your risk. Now, Jack's biggest concern is wait till his wife sees the mess in the kitchen. Take care of your heart. Call 1-866-708-8200 for your free My Heart Now kit.
It's the Big Cheese, our new cheddar double cheddar, just 2 for $3. Double burger, double cheddar, double good. Cheddar double cheddar, now 2 for $3. So go to Rally's, cause you gotta eat. You gotta eat!
The Intracoastal Waterway in Fort Lauderdale was filled with excitement tonight for the annual Winterfest Boat Parade. More than 850,000 people lined the 10-mile route. It was the 34th year for this event, which this year celebrated the King Tut exhibit, which opens in Fort Lauderdale next week. Some 100 vessels dazzled the crowd with lights and sound. Floridians attending the Winterfest say this is the best way to get ready for the holidays.
I guess anybody could enter there. You saw a dazzling rowboat next to a dazzling 400-foot yacht.
Thanks for joining us, and good night.
More people get their news from WLKY than from any other Louisville television station. Thank you for watching.
Introducing the all-new 2006 Mercury Milan.
Schmitt's Furniture for quality appliances that make your house a home. Get great performance and outstanding quality. High-definition TV and surround sound. So vivid, so clear, so perfect for the holidays. Featuring all the finest brands and helpful, friendly service at our guaranteed low price. Our best to you. Schmitt's Furniture.
Mommy, why do we breathe air? Well, Mommy, why are clouds so high? Why is dirt so dirty?
Explore the world around us at the Louisville Science Center, a new interactive exhibit about the Earth. Proof that knowledge is good.
Why do we have to leave?
Shop Watson's Holiday Celebration.
For the game room you've always dreamed of.
Get a slate pool table for just $8.99.
Choose from 10 models priced under $19.99.
Game and poker tables from $8.88.
A 300-piece poker chip set, just $14.
A huge selection of deluxe bars and canopy bars start at just $4.88.
You'll also get huge savings on air hockey, electronic arcade games, and Vegas-style slot machines.
Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
This is where our team works to protect our members with the most comprehensive set of online safety tools. Because with a high-speed internet connection, there are even more intruders coming at you faster.
Hi. So you're saying I'm more protected with high speed?
Precisely. That's what the new AOL Safety and Security Center is all about.
Right, yeah, but what about spam?
Oh, it's blocked.
Identity thieves?
Foiled.
Spyware.
Zapped.
Pop-ups.
Shut down.
Parental controls.
The best.
Updates.
Automatically.
Integrated.
Completely.
Privacy.
Guarded.
Firewall.
Always.
Viruses.
Crushed.
With high speed.
Definitely.
Extra cost.
Never.
Too many questions?
No.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
The all-new Safety and Security Center with the most comprehensive set of automatically updating online safety tools all in one place with the click of your mouse at no extra charge for AOL members. Want a better internet? You belong at AOL.
Help a child in need this holiday season. Be a part of the WLKY Toy Team.